back, everybody. Good morning. Apologize for not getting a video put out last weekend. We've just been kind of crazy and video footage kind of really hasn't been consistent. So anyway, we're starting off fresh. We got the old 9150 out yesterday. We've got a job coming up, a couple weeks worth of work on it, so we got it out yesterday, got it kind of serviced up, cleaned up, ready to go. And we're just filling her up with fuel. She was, god dang, she was getting close to empty. $300 worth of fuel in it so far and still going. Anyway, so we've got a couple 3 weeks worth of work with it. So we've got to drive down here and get hooked on, and we've got a, god dang, we got like an hour drive down the road with it. So I'll come along. Let's go see what we got going on. Okay, we got her hooked on. Yep, you bet. That's a scraper. Haven't run this particular scraper before, but they're pretty much all the same, with the exception of those things. Those are a whole nother animal. Run one of those 5 or 6 years ago and don't give a shit if I ever run one of them again. They do all right. They're a good machine, but goddamn, they're not very friendly on the operator. Fucking throw you around and bang you and fucking that kind of bullshit. I'll stick to my tractor. So anyway, now we got the scraper on. We got to travel up the road. It's about 40 miles or so, so I guess it's going to be about a 2-hour drive. But regardless, that's where it's at. That's where we got to go. Flip the hazards back on, and down the road we go. All right. So we took most of the day yesterday just getting up here and getting set up, and they had a few other errands to run, so we didn't get to run it all yesterday, but we're set up here. We've got a huge area to work, and basically we're kind of just trying to smooth off the whole freaking thing. And I got a new phone mount I'm going to try out. Hopefully it'll record good enough for y'all. Anyway, he's going to show the other guy how to run. The other guy is used to work for me a long time ago, so he knows tractors pretty well, but he's never run that tractor and scraper. He's never run a scraper either, so he's got a little bit of a learn to do. But anyway, there we go. Let's get the fucking pan lifted up. Oh boy, we need to wipe them windows down, don't we? All right, let's go move some dirt. Dig her down over here and start filling this big hole in. Basically, we're kind of cutting the hill off and putting it in the hole. Same thing with that one back there behind us. All the way, clear way back there. Gonna cut all this hilltop off and flatten her out. Seems kind of silly, but whatever. That's what people want to do, to go to see events and stuff, so that's what we're doing. Hey, wait for the camera. Oh, they're not looking. Well, kind of just the reverse order. First thing, you open up the gate up on top, start pushing that big crowd forward, which shoves the dirt out. Really not very difficult. I think the simplest of people can probably figure out how to run a scraper. Just got to use some common sense. These doggone things, they will tip over, so you got to be kind of careful with them. Notice we're dumping, you can see the hillside right there. We're dumping so that the scrapers, if they want to tip over, they'll tip into the hill rather than down the bank behind us. That would be no good. All right, now we just head back up, fill her up be done. There we go, got you on the rear view so you can kind of watch, see what's going on. Probably can't see a whole heck of a lot. And I can't be touching the phone because you can hear the engine pulling, and well, you don't want to get this thing stalled out while you're loading. That would be bad. Bad on everything, transmission, engine, and whatnot. You just kind of got to find a spot where she's biting and eating and let her go. Don't want to mess with it too much. You don't want to be adjusting your depth up and down. You'll get a wavy cut sheet. Well, it's hard to get that out. There we go. Now we got a good hook. Sometimes it takes it a minute to find it. Just kind of play with your lever a little bit till you're just pulling just right. Don't let her pull too hard. You guys probably can't see it, but she's just growing a little bit still there in the hopper, whatever the hell you want to call it. Zoomed in too much. That's pretty much full, about as full as you're going to get just dragging it by itself. If we had the dozer behind pushing us, then we could get a whole lot in there, and they can actually overfill them and get it so full that they can't get it out of there, and then that's a problem. Okay, we'll pause the video, we'll go down here and dump it. Kind of cool to run side by side, isn't it? See that dirt just boiling up in there. Spinning like a bastard. Okay, so that tractor is a 385. You can see it's got wider tires than me, but I've got duals, and I've got fluid on my inside tires, and he does not. But he's got a diff lock, and I do not. So it kind of evens out. We're basically about the same. Now, if he wants to go first, that'll work for me, so I can show you guys the unload. I got just a little bit more in than he does. That's why he's still trying to scratch. He's got room for more. Don't think he's gonna get it though. Always got a lot of loose crumbs down here where you pick up, because all that stuff in front of the blade, it just kind of falls off. So it can make the end of the cut kind of a pain in the butt. As long as there's room, sometimes what I'll do, I'll turn right around down here on the dump, and I'll come back up here and I'll scrape this loose stuff up so it's kind of out of the way. Okay, going down here to the dump. Oh, I missed it. So he opens up his door, and then he starts running that crowd ahead. And you watch me, I'll do the same. Lift up the door. Now look back at him. You can see that big metal piece at the back. It's got the fins on the top. It's going forward, shoving the dirt out. About right, you get a nice even fill. If you got the pan too high, it'll make a bunch of globs and it'll get bumpy. You want to try to keep it, you know, I don't know, 6 inches to a foot. Maybe not, maybe 6 to 9 or something, 6 to 10. Okay, Then I head back for another load. Well, they just brought in a third scraper. Twin engine 627 is what that is. So it's got an engine in the back and an engine in the front. One operator. And come on, buddy, lift it up. Maybe he's having trouble. First run with it. First run with it. Maybe he's got some trouble or something. He ain't got figured out all the bugs. We'll come back to him in a minute. Meanwhile, we're just over here chugging away. I'll get out of the way so he can go. Yeah, they got it figured out. I'm not sure what was going on there, but you can see he's loading himself just fine. I'd say he's pretty much full, actually. Yeah, pretty cool. That thing, you know, them tires are huge, super thick. Well, he's gonna go over there. I see it. Gonna play with the dump on it. Yeah, I think it's dumping. Cool. All right, well, back to what I'm doing. Well, if you're not used to this kind of work, it can get kind of boring because you're just sitting here going back and forth, you know, hour after hour, load after load. But that's going on, good gracious, would you look at that? Remember yesterday when we started, we had kind of a shelf and then another shelf, and then it kind of dropped off and we were filling in on the second shelf. Look at that, one great big freaking shelf. Son of a bitch, now I gotta slow down. See, he's got this all freaking leveled off, smoothed up, but it's bumpy as shit. Alright, so we get the tailgate, get the door brought up. Okay, he just pointed towards the other end. He wants me to dump her down there. So we'll just leave the door open, leave the crowd back, and we won't be shoving any dirt out just yet. Well, that makes sense because that side's still lower. You can still see the drop-off right there. No, it kind of comes, oh shoot, get my finger out of the way. It kind of comes over and down and over. We completely filled that freaking thing in. And they shoved the top off because it had a kind of a water hole down under. Anyway, yep, there we go. We're gaining, but god dang, we're a long way from being done. I'm just dragging her to the other end before we start pushing the dirt out. Boss man sitting up there in his pickup. You just see the door open. Now, I don't know why they're not running that one. That's not part of our crew. That's, I don't know, somebody else, but I don't know why they're not out here running it. I mean, shit. It's a rented machine, so they're, whatever, paying for the use of it. Just sitting here, whatever, I guess. But alright, now, we're up here. Start running the crowd. Shoving that dirt out of there. Run the crowd back when she stops. Kind of helps stuff to fall backwards a little bit, get behind the dirt. Then run the crowd forward again, get the last little bit flipped out. There we go. That thing is quite a beast too. That's quite a machine. Alright, now we're going to flip around. Go back and get it some more. a very big one, but having pretty cold drops. Be some hail coming too, I sure hope not. Alright, let's get out of here. Whew. Okay, guys, this is getting pretty lengthy, I'm suspecting. So, hope you enjoyed kind of coming along and watching as we try out something a little different. I haven't showed you guys anything like this on this channel before, so hope you enjoyed. Anyway, we've still got that John Deere 4440 to finish up, and that's going to come along here pretty soon. As soon as we get everything, you know, kind of finalized on that. It's taking a lot longer than it really should, but anyway, that's what happens when you're incorporating somebody else into the works with you. So anyway, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give me a good thumbs up, like and share, and until next time, catch you later.